Stages in the life cycle of Plasmodium. Plasmodium, a tiny protozoan, cause malaria. So you see, when the mosquito bites another human, sporozoites are injected with bites. Now parasites, these are sporozoites, reach the liver through blood. Now the parasite reproduces asexually in liver cells and bursting the cell and releasing into the blood, right? So liver cells. Then parasite reproduce asexually in red blood cells, bursting the red blood cells and causing cycles of fever and symptoms. Release production infect red blood cells. Then sexual stages, gametocytes develop in red blood cells. So the sexual stages, that is gametocytes develop in red blood cells, right? Now in female and male, you see, in red blood cell these gametocytes are formed. Then these gametocytes taken up by female mosquito, okay, with blood meal. So fertilization and development takes place in the mosquito's intestine, okay. And then in salivary gland the sporozoites are stored. So mature infective stages, that is sporozoites escape from intestine and migration to the mosquito salivary glands, okay. So all this is like gametocytes and fertilization and maturity in salivary glands takes place in mosquito host and rest cycle under the human host. So two hosts for malaria caused by plasmodium, which is a tiny protozoan, which is a genus, and it has species vivum, falciparum and malariae, right? Now amoebiasis, which is also called as amoebic dysentery, caused by entamoeba histolytica, okay. Now ascariasis, caused by Escherichia, common roundworm. Ucheria, it is filarial worm. So diagram showing inflammation in one of the lower limbs due to elephantiasis. Now elephantiasis or filariasis caused by Ucheria bancrofti, Ucheria malaria, okay. Now then the diagram showing ringworms affected area of the skin. Ringworms, many fungi belonging to the genera Microsporum, Trichophyton and Epidermophyton for ringworms, okay, affected area of the skin. Here it is the Gambusia fish for mosquito larva. Then immunity, two types of immunity: innate immunity, acquired immunity. So in innate immunity, four barriers: physical barrier, physiological barrier, cellular barrier, cytokinin barrier, okay. In cytokinin barrier there are interferons. These are proteins secreted from non-infected cells. And then acquired immunity has two types of responses: first primary response, then secondary response. B lymphocytes and T lymphocytes, they help into these responses. And antibody have light chains, heavy chains, okay. See in the diagram structure of an antibody molecule: two heavy chains, two light chains. They have antigen binding site. There is N terminal has antigen binding site, and then C terminal there are like disulfide bonds. Then humoral immune response from B lymphocytes, that is production of antibodies. Then cell mediated response from T lymphocytes. Then active and passive immunity. Passive immunity As an example is colostrum, which is yellowish fluid, that is colostrum. Okay, so these are passive immunity. And then first one is active immunity, which is slow. Okay, passive immunity, these are ready-made antibodies. Okay, in active immunity, antibodies are produced in our body. Then vaccination and immunization, there is passive immunization. Passive immunization like tetanus or snake bites and all that. Inactivated to weaken pathogen. Antigenic proteins, these are vaccines, so this is vaccination. Then allergies, the exaggerated response of the immune system to certain antigens present in the environment is called allergy.